Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Erin and today we are doing a tag video. I know I don't do tag videos very often because I just don't think about them. I love tag videos, I love watching them, but when I go to actually film videos, I'm so terrible at remembering to film tags, but I think they are so much fun. I think it's a great way to find new booktubers or just YouTubers in general that you have things in common with, and just find more friends to talk about things that you love, and it's just a lot of fun to film tag videos. So today we're doing a very special tag video. I'm so excited because if you know me, you know I love Halloween. I love Halloween. I'm wearing my trick-or-treat hat in honor of the tag video that we're doing today, which is Halfway to Halloween tag. This was created by Lauren, or Happy Haunts Library, here on YouTube. I love Lauren so much, and she created this tag. I'll have her video linked down below, and she tagged me, and I just think this is like such a fun tag and just a fun way to celebrate Halloween and talk about the spookiest, best month of the year. And I just love watching everyone's tag videos with this one. It's so fun. I love seeing everyone's answers, and it's just opening up such a great, lovely community for Halloween, which sounds so silly, but if you are a Halloween lover, you know what I'm talking about. It's such a great feeling finding other people who love Halloween like you do. I was actually tagged by some other lovely people. I have them written down so I do not forget everyone, so I will link their videos as well, but I was tagged by the Spooky Library, or Chantel. I was tagged by Kel Sweetie, who I love, and Miss Spooky Nerd. All of these people are incredible. Please check out their videos. They are great booktubers. They love Halloween. They love horror. I highly recommend checking out their channels. I have their videos linked down below. Thank you all so much for tagging me. I feel so loved, honestly. That's so sweet. Thank you for thinking of me. Okay, enough chit chat. We're gonna get down to the questions. I'll have them all typed up in the description box if you want to follow along. I'm gonna probably have them on the screen as well. And let's just get started, okay? The first question is, are you a fan of haunted houses? Now, I feel like this is a very interesting question, because you would think, as someone who loves horror and loves Halloween as much as I do, I would be like, yes, sign me up, haunted houses. No, I hate them. I had a very traumatic experience when I was little. I went into a haunted house with my mom and my dad. I'm pretty sure I was on my dad's shoulders the entire time I was in the haunted house. And there was this one section, and this man, he was dressed up like a scary doctor. He was like chopping up bodies, and he came at me with like a bloody foot or a bloody leg or something, a body part, okay? Obviously it was fake, but little Erin screamed her head off and sobbed, and I was terrified. So I have hated them ever since. I have gone into ones after that event, but I just don't have fun in them. They give me so much anxiety, and I know that sounds so silly for someone who loves being scared, but there's such a difference between being scared by a TV, like something you're watching on a TV or reading in a book. There is a safety layer between you and the events that you are processing, whereas in a haunted house, it's affecting you. You are right there. There's no barrier, there's nothing protecting you. You are in the middle of it, and I do not like that. It is so, I just can't. I can't do it. So no, I am a little baby. I can't do them. I cry every time I go into one. The last time I went into one was probably, I was like 8, maybe 9, and I cried. So no, I do not go into haunted houses. Now, if we're talking about actual haunted houses, like ghosts, like buildings that are houses that are haunted, I would go into those. So fake haunted houses, no. Real haunted houses, yes. Which is very confusing, I know, but yes, I would go into an actual haunted house, but not a fake haunted house. I don't know. My brain's weird, okay? I don't make a lot of sense. Number 2 is, what's your favorite ghost story or haunted lore? So I'm originally from New Mexico, and I got told about La Llorona all the time growing up. I was definitely very scared of her, but I was also very fascinated by her. I bought a ton of books about her, and I just wanted to read everything that I could about her and her story. And La Llorona is definitely like a tale to keep children from doing things that their parents say not to, you know, like going out late at night so La Llorona doesn't steal you, you know. It didn't necessarily work on me as in I was scared. I was more just really fascinated, and I really believed in her, and I still do. That's like the first ghost story I remember really like latching onto as a kid. So, and to this day, I'm still very fascinated by her and her story. So I would probably go with the story of La Llorona. Number 3 is, do you plan on Halloween decor hunting this year? If so, what items do you hope to find? So I do Halloween hunt during the fall spooky season, mostly because my everyday home decor is Halloween centered. We decorate the house like it is Halloween all year round. So this is the best time to get home decor because then there's so much of it. So I don't have anything in mind because I have a lot of decor, like a lot. I'm probably good on Halloween decor hunting, but will I buy something this year? Probably. Probably not a lot, maybe just a little bit here, a little bit there. If I find something for the kitchen maybe, or something to go in the living room that I think we need, or something like that, or something that fits my office, library area, I might do that. But I mean, I might browse, but I don't have anything set in mind, and I'm gonna try my best not to buy too much. So I don't know, I guess we'll see. We'll see what the year brings. Question 4 is candy corn, love it or hate it? I love candy corn. I am a candy corn fan. I think they're actually really good. I know some people hate it, but to me, I really like the texture of candy corn. I like that it's a little bit hard, but it's also really soft when you bite it. I like the taste. It just tastes like vanilla marshmallowy sugar to me, and that's very pleasing and it's not an offending taste. I like that taste. So I genuinely am a fan. I also like the aesthetic of candy corn. I have 2 pillows that are in the shape of candy corn. One is like a black version and one is the original orange, yellow, white. So I like candy corn just because it's Halloween-y, but I also like eating candy corn. I can't eat too much of it because it is very, very like sickeningly sweet if you eat a lot of it, but I like munching on candy corn. Okay, number 5 is, are you big into costumes and dressing up for Halloween? If so, what's your favorite costume of all time? I love dressing up for Halloween. I love costumes. I think they're so much fun. It was always a big thing for me growing up. I loved figuring out what I was going to be for Halloween. I always dressed up. I do tend to dress up every year. It is something I love. I think it's just so fun, and it's so fun planning and figuring out what you're gonna do. My favorite, God, that's hard because I've had so many good costumes. Like as a kid, I went as Queen Amidala one year. I went as like a pop star one year. I've done so many like fun things as a kid. I really loved, once I started dating my fiance, we did couples costumes a lot. Our first year of doing couples costumes, we did Ash and Pikachu. We've done Bob and Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. We've done Jason and Freddy Krueger. I went as Freddy, he did Jason. We've done Jim and Pam from The Office. We've done one where we included Letty, our dog. So Justin was a shark bite victim, Letty was a shark, and I was the lifeguard trying to save his life. That one was really, really fun because Letty was in it, and that was like her first Halloween with us, and it was really cute. I think that's all of the ones we've done like together that were really, really cute. So I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, maybe the one with Letty because she was included and it was really, really cute, but I've really enjoyed all my costumes, honestly. I think they're all really fun and they all have a different vibe and they all represent me to an extent, and that's always just a fun, exciting thing. Number 6, what is one activity or experience that is on your spooky season bucket list this year? I don't know really what spooky season is going to be like for me this year because I'm currently engaged to my fiance and we are planning to get married this spooky season. So I figure a lot of our spooky season will be wedding planning and figuring out what we're gonna do and getting things together and just planning and doing that kind of stuff. So I feel like our Halloween slash spooky season spooky activities are going to be really different this year than typical. Hopefully we can still squeeze some things into it that we want to do that are like fun, but yeah, it's going to look a lot different for us this year because it's not going to be a typical spooky season, but it's still going to be really cool and really fun in its own way. It's just going to be, it's going to look a little different this year. So I don't really know. I guess on my bucket list is getting married. So that's going to be the big thing this year. Number 7, what book, series, or movie screams Halloween to you? I feel like for movie, I could be really, really typical and obvious and on the nose and say Halloween. Halloween is the first horror movie I remember watching. I have been a Michael Myers fan since I was really, really little. I grew up watching all of them. It's my favorite slasher just because it's nostalgic to me. It's something me and my mom did together, and that's where my love of horror really bloomed. So I could go really, really obvious and say that. For non-horror options, Halloween Town is my favorite like non-horror movie. I also love Hocus Pocus. I think any horror movie could be Halloween though, to be fair. I just like watching horror movies on Halloween. That's like the best thing. So, and anything could really be Halloween-y. As for book, I would have to go with Cackle by Rachel Harrison. This takes place during spooky season, during October, during Halloween. This is like a cozy horror. I pitch it as Gilmore Girls meets Practical Magic, but with like a little splash of horror. I absolutely love this book. I need to reread it this year because it is the perfect vibey Halloween-y book, and it feels like a cozy warm hug, and I love books like that, and I think this will just make it a perfect Halloween if I read this one. So I highly recommend Cackle if you haven't read it. If you like witchy, cozy horror, I would say definitely pick this one up. Number 8, how do you typically spend your Halloween night? So when I was younger, obviously I went trick-or-treating, which I really miss. I miss trick-or-treating so much. That was such a fun time. It was something I looked forward to all year, and then it was just like the best night ever. Like the weather was always really crisp and beautiful, and then just like going door to door and getting candy and then eating it, like it was like the perfect night ever for me as a kid. But nowadays, since I am older and I can't go trick-or-treating because it would be frowned upon as a 30-year-old knocking on the door asking for candy, which I'm just saying, maybe we should rethink that because I would love to go trick-or-treating still. But of course, that's not the norm in most people's eyes. So nowadays, it's spent eating a lot of really yummy things like cookies and brownies and candy and pizza, whatever we're feeling that night for dinner. We get a really fun dinner, and then we eat, you know, just like oodles of snacks, and we watch a bunch of movies. We watch all the classics like Halloween, Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, I mean anything like that, but then we just spend all of it watching and loving horror movies because that's just such a good way to spend it if you're not going trick-or-treating. And the vibes are just so good. If you turn the lights down and you light some candles so you got some spooky ambiance, it's beautiful. So that's usually how we spend it. So I don't know how this year's Halloween is going to be spent because I'll be a married woman on Halloween night, so I don't know. I don't know what that will entail, but it'll be probably the same to be honest. I can't see it being super different. Number 9, what does Halloween mean to you? I love this question because Halloween means so much to me. As a kid, it was just such a great experience to see people love the things that I love all year round. I feel like Halloween is when it's deemed normal to love horror and spooky things and creepy things and pumpkins and ghosts, and while I love that all year round, there is something special about embracing it fully to the 100th degree with other people around you. And the weather is so beautiful. There's something about going outside during Halloween where you can feel the leaves crunching and the weather is just so crisp and cool, and it almost feels like there's magic in the air, which sounds so silly. I know that sounds so silly, but it's just an atmospheric thing. Like, there's just something in the air. You can feel it, it consumes you. And it's such a nostalgic feeling for me. It's so beautiful. I love that feeling so much. I wish I could like bottle it up and let it out when I needed a pick-me-up or something. And I know as a kid, I was definitely like a weird kid because I loved horror and scary things and spooky things and ghosts and pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't the normal thing for kids to like, and it definitely made me feel like an outsider a lot of the times. And it hurt when no one else liked the things that you did, because you did feel weird and you did feel like nobody else understood you. And there was something about Halloween that made it feel like you weren't weird, you were normal, and you could embrace it a little bit more heavily and out in the open, and it wasn't frowned upon. Now as an adult, obviously I embrace it 24/7. I don't really care what people think now. I love Halloween. I live it like it's every single day, but there's still something magical about Halloween itself, the day. It's so hard to explain, but if you know that feeling, you know what I'm talking about. You know that it's in the air. It just feels so, I don't know. It's hard to even explain with words. It's just something that you feel, and when you walk outside, it engulfs you, and it's just such a beautiful feeling to be swept up in the Halloween magic. And oh, I love it so much. Again, I wish I could bottle it up and release it every time I needed a little pick-me-up, because I just feel like I wish I could feel that experience every day. And while I do replicate it to an extent, there is just something about Halloween night that is so special. So Halloween means a lot to me. I love it more than anything. I look forward to it every year, and it just brings me a lot of joy. It brings me a lot of happiness. There's something special about Halloween. I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like if you know, you understand what I'm talking about, and you feel the same way. Number 10 is tag your spooky friends. I hate this part of tags. I am such an awkward person, and tagging people in videos makes me so uncomfortable. I don't want people to feel obligated to do this tag because I tag them in it. I don't want people to feel like they're gonna make me feel bad if they don't do it. So I don't even know if I'm gonna tag anyone, but here it is. If you feel the drive to do this video, if you love this tag and you want to do it yourselves, I'm tagging you right now. You are being tagged by me, and feel free to do it, okay? Because I want everyone who wants to do it to feel like they have the opportunity, and I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, I can't do it because I wasn't tagged. No, I'm tagging you right now. So if you want to do it and you haven't been tagged yet, and you're like, oh, I can't do it because I haven't been tagged, I'm tagging you, okay? I'm talking to you right now. I'm looking at you through my camera, okay? I know you're there, okay? It's you. I'm talking to you. So that's who I'm tagging. And if you don't have a channel, but you want to answer the questions, feel free to answer the questions in the comments. I would love to talk to you about them and chat and then you have a space to answer what you want to answer, and we can chat and talk about our love for Halloween and just gush about how it's the best holiday ever. All right, well, those are all the questions, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Lauren. I am so happy you created this tag. It was just so fun to answer all these questions and gush about Halloween and just get excited about it. We're almost there. We're halfway to Halloween, everybody. We are closing in on the best time of the year. I'm so excited. So thank you, Lauren. Thank you, everyone who tagged me again. I love you all. Thank you for thinking of me. That makes me so happy. And if you want to do it, tag you're it. All right, my lovely friends, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We can talk about books and Halloween, but spooky books, thrilling books, romance books, manga, fantasy, sci-fi, all kinds of things. And with that being said, I hope you are having a great day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.